cut across to these images and in fact an entire video that is up on your screens. This is the London EVM hackathon where the US tech company is giving a demo on how the EVMs could be hacked. And do remember why this story again is extremely important in this election season is the fact that you're looking at the opposition again and again reiterating that charge. In fact, also at that rally that just concluded in Kolkata that was being led by Mamata Banerjee, you heard the opposition putting out that big charge. So is the Congress party along with the entire opposition taking their entire bahana too far, and what really will come out of this entire hackathon is important to see.
However,
if I could just stop you there for a minute, I just want to say that ECIL means Electronic Corporation of India Limited. It's a public sector company which manufactures what are known as electronic voting machines or EVMs. Please carry on, Syed.
so the EVMs, the ballot unit, the control unit, the VVPAT and OSDN unit was all being transported to London about a week ago. However, those who were supposed to get it done or bring it to the venue, they have been offered great amount of money, as I was saying. And not just that, they compromised on my location. And in order to stop, because they believe that EVM tampering or EVM hacking is a business for many who understand how it is done, and they wanted to make money, so they decided to give up my location to those who were afraid that this news would come up. So I was attacked, got 7 stitches on my head, about 18 stitches on my chest, but I'm still here. Hopefully, I'm going to tell you a little bit what happened, why I ended up landing up in America. I used to work for Election Commission with ECIL from 2009 till 2014. However, Electronic Corporation of India not just manufactured EVM, they also manufacture components for various other government organizations or public sector organizations like HAL. They manufacture the radars for many aircrafts. BEL, they manufacture the equipments for ISRO or DRDO and other space research programs. So I was part of one of the team out there, specifically with radio frequency equipments. Back in 2013, we were given an assignment to study a PCB, printed circuit board, which was pretty old. Looks like 1980s thing. So we were asked to study that, understand what are the components involved in it. We did that study and gave us a report. About June 2013, we have been told that what we studied, the PCB what we studied was of EVM. And they specifically asked us a couple of things, that if EVMs are hackable, how to do that. And if it's hackable, they asked us to do it so that we can design the next set of EVMs, which we did. So if anyone claims that they can hack EVMs with the help of Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, they are lying. They're making fool out of everyone out there. Because EVM is standalone device. It cannot be hacked using a Bluetooth or a Wi-Fi or any wireless internet connectivity. So that was there. However, the chipset which is installed in EVM is very old chipset. and it has a unique proposition to itself. It has an ASK and FSK modulator, a transmitter and a receiver. ASK is typical AM frequency, and FSK is FM frequency or phase frequency, PSK. So it had that because when Hanif, the guy who actually designed the EVMs first, he used the PCB which was available back then. And back in those days, there were no Bluetooth, there were no Wi-Fi, there were no internet. So all these technologies did not exist back then. So he used what was available to him. And what was available back then was ASK and FSK modulator. However, hacking into EVM was not that easy. So we had to bypass the kernel which was there in the chipset. We wrote a small but a complicated program which bypassed the kernel and sent data at once. And after that, we needed to transfer that data. And there was no possibility of connecting a Bluetooth or a Wi-Fi. So we required a graphite-based transmitter, which would be thin enough to be installed on a PCB pay on a connector and receive and send data at once. So we did that. They provided us with all the resources which we asked for, whether it's graphite or the connecting PCB, everything was provided. We were thinking that we were doing a great deed for the nation, and we were completely wrong. When we finished that, one of the late minister in BJP, Gopinath Munde, he came to us and assured that we can design the next set of EVM which cannot be hacked. We didn't even know who was Gopinath Munde was, because we were never interested in politics, had no idea who this guy was. It was in mid of 2013. And we were given a project to work on the next set of EVM, which we designed in about 120 days. However, we were completely unaware of what is going behind us. They manufactured millions of PCBs, millions of connectors, which was used in 2014 election to manipulate the results of the entire nation. No one ever imagined or thought that this could be possible. We got to know that on the day of 30th April 2014, when Hyderabad was going through the election phase. The voting was happening in Hyderabad. And the modulator which we designed to transmit the data started receiving frequency left, right, and center. And we first thought that it's a manipulation or a bug which is acting on its own. But later on, when we studied that, we found out that the data which is received by the modulators was coming from EVMs. We got stunned, and we thought we'll go ahead and upload a video of what is going on YouTube. But my team was scared, including me. So we thought we will not get involved. One of the team lead in our team, Kamal Rao, he told us that he can get us a deal where we can make some money. So everyone agreed to meet some leaders from BJP. It was on May 12th, 2014. We went to a place in Hyderabad to meet a BJP leader. However, we never had any idea what's coming after that. We went to see the leader. We have been asked to wait for about an hour. When the guy arrived, the gunman picked his gun, started shooting.
Just 1 second. Could you please you're obviously saying things which are quite serious. Could you just explain when exactly, where it happened? Did this happen in 2013 or 2014, or we need to be clear about this? And also the
So you were looking into that entire demonstration.
Everyone got greedy in our team. We were a team of about 14 people, including me. Everyone got greedy. We thought we'd make some money.
Which year was this?
It was 2014.
2014.
The day when.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Please carry on.
2014.
This was the year of the general election in India. Is that what you're saying?
This was the year of general elections.
Yes. Okay.
So, Kamal arranged a meeting with the BJP leader. He says we can get really good amount of money to be paid. We can make a lot of money by blackmailing what is going on in the election. Not many were in favor of blackmailing or making money, but some of us were in favor. We decided that we'll go ahead and meet this leader. Next thing what happened was, everyone was shot. Nobody survived. I was there with them.
So are you saying that all your team members died as a result of the shooting and you were the only one to survive?
Yeah, I was the only one to survive. Everyone was shot, point blank. I was shot too. The bullet just go through and through. I have situs and bursts. My heart is reversed. So it did not touch my heart, but it just hit through my body. When I woke up, I realized that I was in a van, a Swaraj Mustang, with other dead bodies out there. I just ran from there. That was the only thing came to my head.
So
Run, save your life.
this is Hyderabad, right? Is that correct?
It was a suburb of Hyderabad.
Suburb of Hyderabad, right?
Yeah, it was a suburb of Hyderabad. In order to cover up the killing, next morning there was a communal violence in Hyderabad, in Kishanbagh, between Muslims and Sikh. And in shooting by BSF armed forces, 4 guys were killed, 7 were injured. The bodies which was dumped, those bodies were my team members' bodies. Nobody questioned what happened. there was a curfew imposed, but they disposed the bodies of those 11 people in that communal violence. Nobody even questioned what happened. No Congress, no TDP, no TLS, nobody questioned it. It was shown as if, oh, in communal violence, people got killed by shooting by a BSF officer. That wasn't the thing. It was a cover-up. The entire communal violence happened on 14th of May 2014. Was a cover-up to bury those 11 dead bodies. I ran from there. I called a few of my friends. They arranged my passport. They picked up my passport, got my passport, booked my ticket from Delhi.